Alright, y'all, so I'm back with another Bible reading. I'm on Deuteronomy 27 to Deuteronomy 28, page 170 to 171. This is my second Bible reading of the day. This is my Old Testament. I read my New Testament in the first video. So, again, I just, in my old video, or in the last video I made a couple hours ago, I said that I wanted to talk about some stuff, and that was mostly just the same stuff I talked about yesterday. And it's just that, I'm still going through a lot of stuff. I'm still dealing with a lot of lust. I'm still dealing with a lot of feelings that I don't really want to have. But it's okay, because I do want to get better. And I do want to make a difference for myself. And I want to help anybody else that's going through the same things that I am. Especially if you feel like you can't be helped, even if you feel like, because I know for me, sometimes I feel like maybe God doesn't even want to help me. But if that were the case, I wouldn't even wake up. If that was the case, if God was just finished with me, then why am I even still alive today? So just know that if you woke up today, I think that we all have, I think that God still has a plan for all of us. I could be wrong, but I feel like if we all wake up, I think that's another chance that God is giving us to give our life to Him and to try to be a little bit better. And that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to change the way that I feel, try to change the way that I've been thinking. I'm going to try to be a little bit more positive as well, because I feel like I should. I feel like I should be a little bit more positive. I don't know why I feel so quick to just be like, oh, well, nothing works out for me, and, I'm all, I don't want to be all depressed, so I do want to be better. But my page just kind of turned. I'm pretty sure I said I was on Deuteronomy 27 to Deuteronomy 28, pretty sure 170 to 171, so I'm going to start reading right now. But again, if you woke up today, God has a plan for you, so just try to be a little bit better, try to do whatever you can to be better. Even if you have to take small steps, just try to do that. And try to make a difference in your life or maybe somebody else's life. Whatever you can do, just try to do it. Try to help somebody out. But I'm going to start right now. The first sample from each annual harvest, bring it back in a basket and hand it to the priest on duty, and say to him, this gift is my acknowledgement that the Lord my God has brought me to the land He promised our ancestors. The priest will then take the basket from your hand and set it before the altar. You shall then say before the Lord your God, my ancestors were migrant Amorians who went to Egypt for refuge. They were few in number, but in Egypt they became a mighty nation. The Egyptians minstrated us, and we cried out to the Lord our God. He heard us and saw our hardship, toil and oppression, and brought us out of Egypt with mighty miracles and powerful hand. He did great and awesome miracles before the Egyptians, and has brought us to the place He has given us. Brought us to this place and has given us this land flowing with milk and honey. And now, O Lord, O Lord, see, I have brought you a token of the first of the crops from the ground you have given me. Then place the samples before the Lord your God and worship Him. Afterwards, go and feast on all the good things He has given you. Celebrate with your family and with any Levites or migrants living among you. Every third year is a year of special tinning. That year you are to give all your tinnings to the Levite migrants, orphans, and widows, so that they will be well fed. Then you shall declare before the Lord your God, I have given all of my tinnings to the Levites, the migrants, and the orphans, and the widows, just as you commanded me. I have not violated or forgotten any of your rules. I have not touched the tenth. I have not touched the tenth while I was ceremonially defiled. For instance, while I was in mourning, nor have I offered any of it to the dead. I have obeyed the Lord my God and have done everything you commanded me. Look down from your holy home in heaven and bless your people and the land you have given us, as you promised our ancestors. Make it a land flowing with milk and honey. You must wholeheartedly obey all of these commandments and ordinances which the Lord your God is giving you today. You have declared today that He is your God, and you have promised to obey and keep His laws and ordinances, and to heed all that He tells you to do. And the Lord has declared today that you are His very own people, just as He has promised. and that you must obey all of his laws. If you do, he will make you greater than any other nation among you to receive praise, honor, and renown. But to attain his honor and renown, you must be a holy people to the Lord your God, as he requires. Then Moses and the elders of Israel gave the people these further instructions to obey. When you cross the Jordan River and go into the promised land, a land flowing with milk and honey, take out boulders from the river bottom and immediately pile them into a mountain on the other side. Boulders from the river and immediately pile them into a mountain on the other side. At Mount Ebal, face the stones with a coating of lime, and then write the laws of God in the lime. And build an altar there to the Lord your God. Use uncut boulders, and on the altar offer burnt offerings to the Lord your God. Sacrifice peace offerings upon it also, and feast there with great joy before the Lord your God. Write all of these laws plainly upon the monument. Then Moses and the Levite priests addressed all Israel as follows: O Israel, listen, today you have become the people of the Lord your God. As today you must begin to obey all of these commandments I have given you. That same day Moses gave this charge to the people. When you cross into the promised land, the tribes of Simon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Joseph, and Benjamin shall stand upon Mount Gerizim to proclaim a blessing, and the tribes of Reuben, Gad, Asher, Zebulun, Dan, and Nathaniel shall stand upon Mount Ebal to proclaim a curse. Then the Levites standing between them shall shout out to all Israel, the curse of God be upon anyone who makes and worships an idol, even in secret, whether carved of wood or made from molten metal. For these handmade gods are hated by the Lord, and all the people shall reply, Amen. Cursed is anyone who despises his father or mother, and all the people shall reply, Amen. Cursed is he who moves the boundary marker between his land and his neighbors, and all the people shall reply, Amen. Cursed is he who takes advantage of a blind man, and all the people shall reply, Amen. Cursed is he who is unjust to the foreigner, the orphan, and the widow, and all the people shall reply, Amen. Cursed is he who commits adultery with one of his father's wives, for she belongs to his father, and all the people shall say, Amen. Cursed is he who has sexual intercourse with an animal, and all the people shall reply, Amen. Cursed is he who has sexual intercourse with his sister, whether she be full sister or half sister, and all the people shall reply, Amen. Cursed is he who has sexual intercourse with his widowed mother-in-law, and all the people shall reply, Amen. Cursed is he who secretly slays another, and all the people shall reply, Amen. Cursed is he who accepts a bribe to kill an innocent person, and all the people shall reply, Amen. Cursed is anyone who does not obey these laws, and all the people shall reply, Amen. If you fully obey all of these commandments of the Lord your God, the laws I am declaring to you today, God will transform you into a great nation, into the greatest nation in all the world. These are the blessings that will come upon you: blessings in the city, blessings in the field, many children and crops. Oh, ample crops. Sorry. Large flocks and herds, blessings of fruit and bread, blessings when you come in, blessings when you go out. The Lord will defeat your enemies before you. They will march out together against you, but scatter before you in 7 directions. The Lord will bless you with good crops and healthy cattle, and prosper everything you do when you arrive in the land the Lord your God is giving you. He will change you into a holy people dedicated to himself. This he has promised to do if you will only obey him and walk in his ways. All the nations in the world shall see that you belong to the Lord, and they will stand in awe. The Lord will give you an abundance of good things in the land, just as he has promised, many children, many cattle, abundant crops. He will open to you his wonderful treasury of rain in the heavens, to give you fine crops every season. He will bless everything you do, and you shall lend to many nations, but shall not borrow from them. If you will only listen and obey the commandments of the Lord your God that I am giving you today, he will make you the head and not the tail, and you shall always have the upper hand. But each of these blessings depends on your not turning aside in any way from the law I have given you. And you must never worship other gods. If you won't listen to the Lord your God and obey these laws I am giving you today, then all of these curses shall come upon you. Curses in the city, curses in the fields, curses on your fruit and bread, the curse of barren wombs, curses upon your crops, curses upon the fertility of your cattle and flocks, curses when you come in and curses when you go out. For the Lord himself will send his personal curse upon you. You will be cursed and a failure in everything you do until at last you are destroyed because of the curse. Because of the sin of forsaking him. He will send disease among you, and until you are destroyed from the face of the land which you are about to enter and possess. He will send tuberculosis, fever, infections, plagues, and war. He will blight your crops, covering them with mildew. All these devastations shall pursue you until you perish. And again, this is a good lesson for anybody who is falling into sin. Just remember that these are, this could happen to any of us. And I do think since Jesus did come to us, a lot of these, if you have made mistakes, that's why Jesus came to die for our sin. And that's why he gives us another chance, I think. Because I've heard a lot of priests say, and these are priests that I trust and people that I've heard that aren't in America and that are from different countries and that have, they have more knowledge about the Bible than a lot of us. And they've said, no matter what you do, no matter how bad it is, no matter what you should do, always go back to God. Turn to God whenever you are about to do something stupid. Go to God immediately. Don't wait until, you've already done something. And I know for me, I've done a lot of horrible things, and I've definitely sinned against God a lot. And for a long time when I was a kid, I didn't believe in God, and I did not care. I didn't care what I was doing. I didn't care what I was searching up online. I didn't care what I was into. And, unfortunately, I told myself that it's okay for me to look up these things because I'll get out of it. It's just a phase, and it's just a website. It's just a video. It's fine. I'll get away from it. And, that stuff has honestly cursed me throughout a long portion of my life. And I'm unfortunately just now getting to the point where I'm able to kind of turn away from sin, but I'm still sinning every day by smoking weed. I'm still sinning by having these lustful thoughts. And it sucks. It really does suck because I've been put through a lot of stuff in my life, and that doesn't give me any type of excuse at all, but I wish that I hadn't have gone through a lot of stuff, and I wish that I haven't done a lot of the things that I've done. But no matter what, I'm never going to give up trying, because if I give up, then that shows, not only does that show the people I've hurt that I don't care, I feel like that also kind of shows God that I don't care, and that I'm just going to give up because, who cares? I'm upset that I'm just going to give up and kill myself or whatever it is. And I don't want to do that, I don't want to just give up on this life. I want to continue to live it as long as I can. As long as I'm alive, I want to do something good. I want to help somebody. I want to help somebody else find God before they do the things that I've done. I want to help people understand that it's not, lust isn't okay. It's not something that you should just feel, oh, it's fine, it's okay, you'll get out of it. It's not something to hate somebody for. You shouldn't hate anybody for it, but it's not something that you should look at and think that that's okay, because it's not. Lust has been used for horrible things. If you let your lust just continue to grow, you're going to be doing a lot of horrible things because you're never going to be able to stop it. And some people do get lucky and some people do grow out of this phase, but a lot of people don't. And people nowadays still don't realize that. A lot of people are still saying it's okay for kids to look at certain things because they're kids and they're young men and they'll grow out of it. And luckily, I think some people have definitely realized that that's not the case. but some people haven't, and it is what it is. I know for me, luckily, I've talked to my grandma and I've talked to a lot of my friends and family about a lot of the stuff that I've done and a lot of the stuff that I've gone through, and they're not judging me for it. They're trying to help me be better. They're telling me that it's okay. It was bad, and they're glad that I know that it was bad. And I feel like I feel like maybe God's trying to do that as well. Maybe he's trying to tell me, like, what you did was wrong. It was very wrong. But if you give up, what am I doing? If I just give up on life, then I just don't care. I don't want to do that. I want to keep going, and I want to show people that I do care and that I do feel sorry for what I've done and I do regret it. I want to show people that I do care, So I'm going to keep doing that every day of my life. I'm going to try my hardest to turn away from this sin. I'm going to try my hardest to be a little bit better every day. And whenever my time is, as long as I can look back on my life and say that I tried, I'm okay with that. And honestly, I don't just want to try. I want to do it. I want to be good. And I feel like all of us want that. So if you feel like I do and you do feel embarrassed from the things that you've done and you want to be better, just try. Every day that you wake up, try. Every day that you wake up, try to involve yourself with something good. Try to help somebody. Even if you're just playing games, try to help somebody on the game. Try to make somebody's day better. Do whatever you can to be a better person, That's a good fight, and that's something I'm proud to do. I'm proud to live my life trying to help somebody. Because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel a little bit more happy every day if I can help somebody, or even just have a good talk with somebody on a game and talk about my faith or whatever they're going through. It helps me to talk about things like that. But again, for right now, that's all I have to say. And I pray that you all have an amazing and beautiful day. And if you haven't gone outside at all today, I suggest that you should, because I know for me, at least in Oregon, it's a very beautiful day again. And honestly, it seems like it's always a beautiful day, even when it's raining sometimes. So I feel like Oregon's a really dope place. But again, God bless you guys all, and just keep trying to fight every day. That's what we all need to do. And I've heard a lot of, and it's hard for me to understand because I've done a lot of things that make me feel like maybe God does hate me. But I don't think that's how it is, I don't feel like that's what it is. I don't think God does hate you. I don't think God hates me. I don't think God hates you. I think what God hates is lust and sin. I don't think God genuinely hates people, because a lot of us aren't really, especially if you're from the generation that I am, this newer generation, our parents didn't really know what they were doing, and I know a lot of us have been put through a lot of terrible things, so, just try your best every day.